What's up, Panther fans? This is Panther Pulse, and we will be covering the NFC South champ, Carolina Panthers. And I'm Diego Thompson, and I'm here with my co-host.
I am Derrick Thompson. Yes, the better Thompson.
I'm the better Thompson. You know, I'm more hype right now. See, this is the big moment. You know, we're finally here.
Yeah, finally here.
Yeah.
This is a big moment, man. Excited for you. 10 years in the making. You've been a true Carolina Panther fan, and now your guys
thick and thin
are NFC South champs. So today we're going to talk about T-Mac. Can he be the best receiver in Panther history? He's got a lot to do to accomplish that, but he's off to a great start. We're going to talk about Bryce. You know, is he the franchise quarterback? Some questions there. We're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about that zone defense that our Carolina Panthers like to play all the time. We're going to talk about that. So we're going to talk about that. And man, just again, you know, how we got here to this point. We're going to dive into that and what the Panthers need to do in these playoffs that they are about to go in against the Rams. So you ready, man?
Yeah, ready, man. Let's do it.
All right, let's do it. So let's talk about, man, how we got here. How did we get to this point? So honestly, Diego, man, did you expect this in the off season?
Man, if I'm being honest, I didn't expect that we would make the playoffs. I wanted to go 8-9, which is what we are now. That was kind of like my baseline for a successful season. Since, you know, last year we finished 5-12, and, you know, we finished on a high note, and there were a lot of games we could have won. But this year, so I expected us to win a few more games and get to a higher mark. So I feel like we got to the amount of wins we accomplished, but I did not think that would get us in the playoffs, honestly. But hey, it did. So I'm happy that it got us here. We're
here, man. We got a little bit of help from our guys in the ATL.
Help. Yeah, we should have won that game in Tampa, though. Those refs were going crazy.
Definitely.
But I'm glad Atlanta came through and justice fell in our favor. So yeah.
Thank goodness. So man, let's talk about what happened, right? So how we got here. What did the Carolina Panthers do to get to this point? So again, you were hoping for 8-9, but you know, we had to get a little help. But you know, why were they able to get into the playoffs this year?
Yeah. First of all, Bryce Young stepped up, and he had a full year starting, and he made some big plays for us. So I feel like without those plays, you wouldn't be here. Rico Dowdle had stepped in, had some big games. T-Mac coming in was a huge addition to our offense, and we made some additions on defense too that helped us become not the awful defense that we were last year, to where they were able to make some plays for us, and they're the reason why we won some games. So I just feel like overall the culture just kind of shifted, and the people that have been on our team for a few years just kind of got tired of losing and felt like it was time to start winning. And the new additions helped out in the pieces that we really struggled on, and it all just came together to a more successful season.
Okay,
yeah.
So temper is not the problem that everybody said he was the problem.
Apparently not. It's just the team. The team just wasn't good after all. So it wasn't the owner's fault.
Exactly. Yeah. Hey, when, you know, people always want to blame the owner.
Yeah.
All the time, and you know, he did some things that, you know, were controversial for sure. Didn't like the drink on the fan and all that was awful. But I thought that he got too much heat for the setbacks that the Panthers had years ago. So happy that we can't necessarily pin that on him.
Yeah.
So man, what does this NFC South Championship mean for the franchise, man? And what do you expect? You know, we still haven't played in the playoffs yet, but what do you expect for next year, you know, building off of this?
First of all, this is huge. This is huge for us. Just to get there, we haven't won the NFC South in 10 years. So it's just big to finally get that milestone and just kind of get into the playoffs again, have that home playoff game, which we also hadn't had in 10 years. And just, and going forward, it's going to be good to just get some respect around the league.
Yeah.
You know, especially if the game, honestly, we don't even have to win the game. I think if the game is close, then I think we'll gain more respect as a playoff team, maybe get more primetime games, you know, just stuff like that.
True.
And just not be considered just kind of an irrelevant franchise,
Right, right.
So, yeah, which would be good.
They maybe be a free agent destination. That was something that was not in play before.
Yeah,
we're becoming a laughing stock. And so now that can hopefully start to change. So you have to stack it. Another good season on top of this. But think the tide is definitely turning here
baseline
in Carolina. Carolina, North and South Carolina.
Yeah.
All right. Well, let's move on to Bryce Young. So, he's finishing up another season here. Again, we know he was benched. Was benched last year, and he's eligible for a contract. He's eligible for a new contract, and quarterbacks make a lot of money.
Yeah.
And typically, once the quarterback starts to make money, if that quarterback is not a top tier quarterback, it can set the franchise back. We've seen that happen with a lot of franchises. So they have the option to, put the 5th-year option on Bryce. But just what's your take on his performance so far? And what do you see happening in the future with Bryce?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like he built on kind of his performance in this back half of last year, because after the benching, he came in, he won a few games, made some plays. But then this year, he was able to translate that into, multiple wins and a playoff appearance, which I think was good to see him do. The only concern with him is the inconsistency. Right. Like, the inconsistency is really bad. And it's like he's lost us some games with the turnovers and just the fumbles and not getting a lot of passing yards. But it's weird because he also done great things for us. Mm-hmm. So I don't know. With this one, I think we give him a 5th-year option, maybe, but I don't think we rush to pay him because he's just becoming eligible. So I don't think we need to rush. Mm-hmm. So I think, and the thing that helps us is that he hasn't made a Pro Bowl. And
that's true.
And doesn't even have any accolades. So a lot of these other quarterbacks that like Tua and Brock Purdy, they were solid quarterbacks, and you can argue whether or not they should have been paid.
Right.
But they got that one Pro Bowl that skyrocketed all their millions up.
That's a good point.
A Bryce Young contract, I don't think would end up being that crazy since he has 0 accolades.
Yeah.
So. Yeah, so we have to explore that. I don't think we rush to pay him this year.
Yeah. Let him. Hey, made the playoffs. Yeah. Again, they still were not over 500.
Yeah.
This year. Yeah. So let's stack another season on top of this. Let's get above 500. Let's get back into the playoffs. Let's see some more consistency, and then maybe we can make that investment at that time.
Unless we win the Super Bowl, I don't think we should pay. If we win the Super Bowl, things might change.
You get whatever he wants. Get whatever he wants. All right. Well, let's move on to the next topic, man. Let's move on to, this is something that you spoke of earlier in a social media clip about that zone defense. That zone defense that the Panthers play a lot. They played that heavily all year, and of course in the game against the Bucks, and had receivers wide open. And that's not how it's supposed to be in a zone defense. And you play corner, but tell us about just your thoughts on the Panthers defense, man.
Yeah, I hate it. I hate their zone defense, and and the thing with me is that they have solid players on defense. They've stacked the roster from last year to where they have better players than what they had last year. Mm-hmm. And I think, especially with these corners, JC and Mike Jackson, I think those are good enough corners to where they deserve some time in playing man-to-man coverage.
Right.
And I think, and as a corner, that would be frustrating if you never let me have the chance to go one-on-one. Yeah. And especially JC is widely considered now one of the top corners in the league. Yeah. And he just never gets one-on-one coverage, rarely, and he's never really traveled with the top receiver on the team. Mm-hmm. That's very rare. I know when we played the Cowboys, and CD was out, but Pickens was the main guy, and he rarely guarded Pickens. Yeah. So I just think they need to let these DBs explore more options, and then just the holes in the defense that appear. Randomly, that needs to be fixed. Yeah, and I just think we need to try some different coverages. Maybe some man, just different type of zone, just something to switch it up.
I agree. There's the Panthers. They rely so much on they have to get interceptions. Yeah, right. If they don't get interceptions, then they're cooked.
Yeah.
Right. And sometimes they'll get a bunch of interceptions and still won't be able to pull it off. But they rely so much, it's either the interception or the guy's wide open for, an easy first down or easy touchdown. So we've got to have somewhere in the middle. We've got to be able to get off the field on critical third down plays and not rely on having to get interceptions. What about the rest of the defense? So we've got Derrick Brown. That's a good piece, should have been in the Pro Bowl. But for our team leader to have 5 sacks, that's not a good sign. So what do we need to do just with the rest of the defense from a personnel standpoint?
Yeah, I know we've had some injuries at the defensive line, but so Derrick Brown's really had to step up. But definitely, I just think more sacks is something we need. Like, we just can't allow the quarterback to just chase around the field and not really have to be worried about getting sacked. I mean, I know Derrick Brown provides a lot of pressure on the quarterback, but still, pressure, like, they can still make something happen if they're a really good improviser. Yeah. So, I just think more pass protectors, and especially linebackers too. Like, I just feel like our linebackers could be better tacklers. So I think maybe we might need to explore drafting one. Yeah. So
I'm sure that'll be a focal point in the draft this year to definitely build that up. Okay. Yeah. All right. Well, looking forward to that. Well, one more topic here, man. Let's dive into maybe controversial, but hey, T-Mac has gotten off to a great start. Yeah. Right, he eclipsed 1,000 yards in his first season, so very, very happy about that. Does he have the most receiving yards for any rookie?
Any Panther rookie. Yeah,
any Panther rookie. Okay, Panther rookie. Okay, so hey, that's off to a great start. But we've had some great receivers. I mean, Steve Smith Sr., great receiver. One of my all-time favorite players ever. So man, you think T-Mac has a chance to go down as the best Panther receiver?
Yeah. I do think he has a chance, and I really think that the only guy that should be, kind of mention that conversation is really Steve Smith Sr. because he's really a runaway, right? And we've had some good receivers, but some other than Steve Smith, but but it's just been short lived. Like Kelvin Benjamin, we had him; he was a good receiver, but he wasn't with us for that long, right? And DJ Moore, he wasn't with us for that long.
Muhammad.
Muhammad, he was a good one. I think if T-Mac stays with us for a long time, then I think he can definitely get above Steve Smith Sr. Yeah. And I mean, he was great. He was one of the top receivers in the league. Oh yeah. Hall of Fame candidate. Like, yes, one of the greatest. But I think if he keeps stacking up 1,000-yard seasons, and he can get past it. Yeah,
because Steve Smith, his first year when he first started, he was more of a returner. Yeah. So, I don't even know if he really started as a receiver at first. Right away. But then by his second year, then of course he just took off and went to the great heights that he did. But yeah, a lot of people, including myself, I wasn't so sure about the pick. Just seeing him in college, he looked like more of a possession guy. Didn't know if he'd be able to really get open or go by people. But man, I think he's exceeded all expectations this first season, and has been the bright spot. I mean, clearly Bryce Young's go-to guy.
Oh yeah,
he's looking for him all the time. Maybe too much. Yeah, actually,
sometimes you should look the other way. But he's definitely been Bryce Young's go-to, and without him, we definitely wouldn't be here.
Nah. So, I think he's one of the main reasons why we are NFC champions. Yes. You know what I mean?
And then with Steve Smith, right? You mentioned how he was a punt returner really the first year. Right. I really hope we explore more options with Jimmy Horn.
Got to,
because I think it's sort of similar. Like, the kind of short, fast punt returning guy that has some reps at receiver, but I think he should have more. And I just think he needs that opportunity to really. I'm not saying he's going to be Steve Smith Sr., but I think he could definitely become a bright receiver for us, along with I think him and T-Mac could be one of the best duos someday.
Yeah, we've got to get. I mean, I would pull Leggett out of the starting lineup and put Jimmy Horn in there. Put him in the full-time slot, let him do his thing. I mean, whenever he goes in motion, before the play, I mean, we get so hyped and so excited.
Yeah.
It's like, oh man, something's about to happen.
Yeah, it's the way he bursts off the line. It's it's gonna be a bolt of energy.
Exactly, exactly. So yeah, I hope we can, for one, use him in the playoffs. But then going into next season, make him a starter, make him a big focal point of the offense. We need that speed, his energy, his enthusiasm. I feel he's just the perfect Carolina Panther.
Yeah.
And definitely invoke some Steve Smith Sr., in the team. I would love to see that.
Yeah, I would love to too.
Yeah, definitely love to see that. Well, man, so let's finish off with just talking about this game against the Rams.
Yeah.
So beat the Rams, a few weeks ago.
Yeah, we did.
And now that was a game we got. What was it? 3 interceptions. We got that game. It was definitely at least 2.
It was definitely 2. Yeah,
definitely.
And then we got 3 against the Niners, but we lost that game. So.
Right. So we're able to get some turnovers, but Rico, I believe, did his thing.
Rico did. Rico did his thing.
Yeah,
yes.
Rico did his thing that game, and Rico has not been playing as well. I don't know if he's banged up, hurt. Looks like he's just running right into the back of the offensive lineman.
Ever since Thanksgiving, really, he just hasn't been the same. Like the month of December, and it's kind of been able to fly under the radar because other things have done well. Chuba came back, but I just think we need him. Like playing against the top teams in the entire league. We need everybody to be at their best. I think we need him.
Need everybody. We need the bank to be rocking.
Yeah.
So the bank will be rocking, man. We're
that's be exciting to see.
Yeah. I'm excited for that. We're gonna have to get back out there. We'll be filming our Pick 'em Pro show that day, so that'll be interesting. We'll have a special camera on you as you're following that game, man. But excited for it. Congratulations to you. You've been a big fan, so big moment for you, man. Man, let's have a toast, man. We got our cider here. Let's go on and hold it. Grab your champagne bottle, man. Let's hold on. Let's toast that up, man. All right, how's that? Put that there. Put that down and bring your glass over here.
All right.
Yeah, man. Get some of that, man. Celebrate this championship. Yes.
All the Panther fans out there.
all the millions of Panther fans enjoy us with join us in sipping some cider today as we get ready for the first round of the playoffs, first of many rounds as we get ready for this run here. And hey, if the wild card teams are good, you got the Rams, you've got the 49ers, you've got the Packers.
Yeah.
So if the Panthers can continue to win, hey.
I think if we somehow get this game against the Rams, that we're gonna go to the Super Bowl. Honestly, that's my thought because Seattle, there are a few mistakes we made. We could have won that game. The Bears, I feel like we can win against, especially with them trading the Bryce pick and all that, a bunch of stuff behind that. And the Eagles, last year, one Xavier Legette drop away from winning. The Niners, that would be Christian McCaffrey's return. Yeah. That would be huge, and I think we could win that.
That would be crazy.
The Packers, we won in Lambeau. Yeah. So, I mean, it's possible if we manage to get this game. Man. But I think this is the toughest one yet for the NFC.
How amazing would that be? Because McCaffrey has not been back to the bank yet.
Yeah, that would be awesome.
You know what I mean? So
I think he deserves something. He deserves a standing ovation at least, something. That would be cool to see until we beat his team down.
But if it were the 49ers coming to Charlotte to play the Panthers for the NFC Championship game, that would be an amazing story.
That would be awesome.
But we got to start with step one.
You got to start step one. Yeah, excited to see the bank rocking. I haven't seen them play in a playoff game at home.
Yeah, not yet. Yeah, not yet.
Thanks.
All right, man. Crazy. Well, hey, we will be tuning in for that. Congratulations on Panther Pulse and your new show.
Thank you.
And we'll keep on bringing you fire content, fire takes, and information as we continue on this journey and get the Panthers back to. We got to get that first Super Bowl.
Yep.
So
gotta do it.
We're on our way. Step one. All right. Cool. Well, I'm Derrick Thompson.
And I'm Diego Thompson.
All right. We will see you next time from Panther Pulse. We are out.
We out.
Diego, we're in such big suspense, man.
Who do you have?
I'm on an island with the Carolina Panthers this week, and I'm very confident in it. All right.
Diego, stop it. Carolina, they won't be a good team this decade. So stop picking them. Your quarterback, yeah, he's a decent quarterback, but he don't have anybody around him. Just stop picking Carolina, man. It's gonna make you lose. If you want to compete with me, you better start making these type of picks. You better start picking with your head and not with your heart.